Westwood One Radio Network. Monday was Super Bowl opening night. We heard from both the Bengals and Rams as they prepare for the big game on Sunday. Rams All-Pro Aaron Donald was asked if there's pressure playing the Super Bowl at home in L.A.
Got a bunch of guys that have been here before, that know what it's like to be at this point, and we're going to do everything we can to win, so there's no pressure at all. You got a bunch of dogs in the back that's ready to eat.
As for the Bengals, head coach Zach Taylor doesn't expect his second-year quarterback Joe Burrow to get rattled by the magnitude of the Super Bowl.
He's built for the stage. He's played for state championships. He's played for national championships. Now he's playing for Super Bowl. I think that's been his expectation all along. He's not surprised by it. He rises to these occasions.
Elsewhere, the last two head coaching vacancies have been filled. The Texans hired defensive coordinator Lovie Smith, while the Saints are promoting their defensive coordinator Dennis Allen to take over for Sean Payton. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Is your job leaving you just over broke and out of hope? Maybe this is your year to get into IT. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You can start your new life in months, not years. Best of all, we've slashed tuition, and financial aid is available to those who qualify. Attend classes day or night, live online from the comfort of your home. Go to My Computer Career and fill out the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
And we are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California. I've got a quick border weight update brought to you by Yuma Park Model Sales. They buy and sell used RVs. They also set up and service all models in both Yuma and the Imperial Valley. Downtown Calexico, you're looking at, 2.5 hour wait, 10 minutes Sentry, 30 minutes pedestrian. Eastport, we're looking at a 40-minute wait at about 15 minutes Sentry, 30 minutes at the Ready Lane. This border weight update brought to you by Yuma Park Model Sales, 11725 South Frontage Road in Yuma. You can find them on Facebook, Yuma Park Model Sales. They offer setup and service of all models in both Yuma and the Imperial Valley. Well, good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
It's another beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
Okay. We will enjoy, and we will make the most of it.
Yep.
I know this is going to affect you as much as it affects me. Starbucks has raised their price of coffee again. Third time they've done this in the last 6 months. You know what? McDonald's makes far better coffee than Starbucks.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that McDonald's knocks it out of the park in comparison.
Yeah, really. And, you know, it's not going to cost you a second mortgage.
Yeah, well, it's designer coffee. Gucci, you know?
With an attitude.
You're right.
Okay. Anyway, if you haven't noticed, I'm not a big Starbucks fan, but, oh, well. You know, and I love, now, it's not so much here in the Imperial Valley. The baristas don't have the attitude that they do in some of the other communities, you know. And I can remember walking into a Starbucks in Carlsbad. I want a small coffee. What? I want a small coffee. Venti? No, I just want small black coffee. That's all I want. Huh? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they just hadn't heard it put quite that way.
Yes. Oh, well. Are you ready for some birthdays?
We better have those birthdays right now. That way we can get into the news and stuff this morning. So
okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Big shot birthdays. Composer, conductor John Williams is 90.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Actor Nick Nolte has made it to 81. How did that happen?
He's had a rough life.
Yes. Comedian Robert Klein is 80. And actor, guitarist Creed Batten from the Grassroots is 79. I didn't know he was an actor. Actor Brooke Adams, 73. Actor Mary Steenburgen is 69. Author John Grisham, 67. Actor Henry Czerny is 63. Singer Vince Neil of Motley Crue, 61. Actor Missy Jagger is 54. Actor Mary McCormick, 53. Actor Susan Meisner is 51. Actor Seth Green, 48. Actor Joshua Morrow is 48. Actor William Jackson Harper, 42. Actor Jim Parrick, 41. Actor Cecily Strong, 38. And actor Carl Warren is 30. Local birthdays coming up. It's the biggest game of the year. And it's on KXO AM 1230. Catch Super Bowl 56 when the Rams meet the Cincinnati Bengals. Our coverage starts at 11 a.m.
Going up, coming down, does he come down with it?
Super Bowl 56, brought to you by Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro and Brawley, H&R Block Tax Service, Southwest Security Service, Imperial Valley College. We have happy birthday wishes going out to Anthony Valenzuela, Eddie Chavez, Juan Zarate, Oliver Gomez, Ivana Estala, Clara West, Maria Saiz, Catherine Chavez, Mason Manye, Sylvia Castaneda, Kenneth Marsh, Eric Venegas, Patty Dunham, Leila Beltran, and Peter Carrillo. Happy birthday, Pete. Well, Pete, my next-door neighbor, and it's so nice to have really good neighbors like Pete.
Yeah, hanging around and, having a little conversation.
Yeah.
All of those good things.
Yeah, nice guy. Okay, anything exciting going on? Super Bowl coming up.
I was going to say, there's rumor of a game called Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you have a favorite?
Do I have a favorite?
You know who's playing first?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, the Bengals and, of course, the Rams. But, they're West Coast team now. The Rams, of course, been back for a couple of years, but it's hard to get used to that fact.
Well, they used to be. Yeah. Then they left. Yeah, and then they came back. Yeah.
So it's kind of a new thing for some people. The way I look at it.
Yeah. Okay. I think I still have some Rams apparel back from the Golden West Radio Network days.
Broadcasters, yeah.
Yeah.
Could very well be.
Yes. But I can't say I'm a big Rams fan. So, and I'm not particularly a Bengals fan. At least you can't call them the Bungles anymore.
No, you can't do that.
So they have made some progress.
They've earned their way to where they are.
Both teams with great quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And I don't really, I could care less about who's on the halftime show and, what commercials they showcase. I don't care. It's a football game. Let's play football.
Well, I like those some of those commercials that they have. Sometimes in some past years, I think they've been better than the football game itself.
Well, if you want to see them, they're all available online anyway.
They are. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Anyway, are you ready for real news?
Real news is coming your way.
It's a look at world and California news headlines to begin with, all brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. Do you need a heater or do you need an air conditioner? Hey, whatever. Lock Air Conditioning can take care of it for you. Your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. The race to the Oscars is underway.
Open up the gate. Let him out.
You sure he's not ready?
Go on. Let him out.
Power of the Dog leads with 12 nominations, including Best Picture. Dune is second with 10. The awards are handed out March 27th in L.A. Diplomatic efforts continue to try to avoid a Russian invasion of Ukraine, but Pentagon spokesman John Kirby says Vladimir Putin is adding to the tensions with a military buildup.
Even over just the last 48 hours, hours, he has continued to add armed forces and capabilities around Ukraine and in Belarus.
California is ready to lift indoor mask mandates for the vaccinated. Governors across the country about to give schools the option. But Vanderbilt University's Dr. William Schaffner believes it may be too soon.
These signs look very, very optimistic, but it's still early days. We'd like to see that in a sustained way going forward.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news, the state ending its indoor masking mandate for vaccinated people starting next week, but the mandate will stay in place for school kids.
I think that has a longer tail to it, mostly because the downside is not just infection as schools get closed. And they miss out on education, and it's disruptive for everyone.
UCSF epidemiologist Dr. George Rutherford, starting the 15th, those who were vaccinated won't have to wear masks indoors except for high-risk settings like public transit or nursing homes. The mandate's still in effect for the unvaccinated. U.S. figure skater Vincent Zhao of San Jose withdraws from the men's singles competition at the Olympics after testing positive for COVID, but says in an Instagram post he hopes to skate in the World Championships next month.
I will be back stronger then. I will be back better then. This is not the end.
Meanwhile, the U.S.'s Nathan Chen, who trains in Irvine, appears on his way to gold after record-setting scores in last night's men's short program in Beijing. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, you call your friend in the business at Lock Air Conditioning today.
In the front, we'll take out that tree, install a new fence.
You're gonna call 811, right?
Isn't that just for excavators?
No, dude. Calling 811 is for excavators, homeowners, contractors, anyone. Natural gas lines and other utilities can be buried anywhere. Call 811 2 working days before any digging project to get all underground lines marked for free.
Thanks, deep-voiced narrator.
You're welcome, dude. Brought to you by Southwest Gas.
Hey, team, it's a full house. We got to pick up the pace.
At Hank's Restaurant, the line goes around the block.
Is this for 12? Okay, I need the truffle oil drizzle.
What he needs is another line cook.
Oh, man. Are the quail breasts still in the sous vide? Dave, can you keep an eye on that, please?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 2 locations in the Valley in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue at El Centro Motors in El Centro.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning. Being Tuesday, that's a Board of Supervisors meeting. George Gale has more on the story.
The meeting will be by remote participation only. Meeting can be viewed via live stream, available on the county website. During the meeting, the board will receive an update on the COVID-19 situation from the county public health department. Leticia Plancarte Garcia, director of behavioral health, will discuss several issues. The board will consider a resolution for a declaration of emergency for compromised integrity of the Clark Road Bridge at the Central Main Canal. Resolution will be requested by Public Works Director John Gay. Public hearing will be held to consider action regarding a Title IX land use. Another public hearing will be held to discuss a general plan housing element update. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A Sunday morning accident claimed a life and injured 5 others. The accident was reported at midnight on Sunday morning at State Route 86 and Norm Niver Road near Salton City. According to the California Highway Patrol, a Chevy Traverse and 5 people were westbound on Norm Niver Road. The Traverse was driven by Lisa Sauterberg of Brawley. A Dodge Avenger was southbound on Highway 86 and driven by Antonio Gamboa of Rialto. The 2 vehicles collided with each other at the intersection of Highway 86 and Norm Niver Road. Passenger in the Traverse, a 57-year-old Brawley woman, sustained fatal injuries. Salberg and a passenger in her vehicle, Vanessa Miranda, 32 of Brawley. They were transported to El Centro Regional Medical Center. 2 other passengers in the Salberg vehicle, Irene Valise, 57 of El Centro, and Mary Valise Garcia, 56 of Brawley, were taken to Pioneers Memorial Hospital. All 4 suffered major injuries. Gamboa, the driver of the Dodge, was airlifted to Desert Regional Medical Center with major injuries. According to the CHP, only the woman driving the Chevy Traverse was wearing a seatbelt. The other woman was injured was not wearing seatbelts. 57-year-old deceased victim was also wearing a seatbelt. The accident remains under investigation. KXO News Time, 7:44.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro suggest the works. The works, including tire rotation and pressure check, brake inspection, fluid top-off, battery test, filter check, belts and hoses check, and synthetic blend oil change with up to 6 quarts of Motorcraft oil plus oil filter. You can't beat the works. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in Brawley and El Centro, ready to serve.
In other local news, COVID-19, an update is expected today. Here's more on this story.
Hospitalizations of COVID-19 positive patients are down slightly, according to the numbers released by the County Public Health Department. There are 94 COVID positive patients hospitalized in Imperial County. 24 of them are in intensive care. There are currently 2 ICU beds available in the county. 46 ventilators are being used countywide. Total number of COVID vaccine doses administered in the county are currently over 394,600. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Eat, play, love with Kokopah Casino and Resort in February. Drop a disc for your chance to win up to $500 cash, hotel stays, rewards play, and more. We'll draw 2 winners every hour from 4 to 8 p.m. every Friday and Saturday in February. You can earn entries daily by playing your favorite slots or table games with your rewards card. For complete rules, see the Kokopah Casino Rewards Club. We love our loyals at Kokopah, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Friday at 4, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Well, it's that time of year for the Carrots Festival. It's officially underway. George Gale has more on the story.
Royalty was crowned Friday evening. The Coronation and Citizen of the Year banquet was held at the Swiss Club in Hauteville. A queen of the festival is 17-year-old Adriana Venegas. Princess this year is 11-year-old Yanesi Padilla. And the junior princess is 5-year-old Jacqueline Baeza. Elena Hoyt was named Citizen of the Year. Hoyt is the San Diego State University Imperial Valley Nursing Program Coordinator. This week is the Carrot Festival Carnival opens up. It will run from February 10th through February 13th at Holt and 6th Street from 3 to 11 p.m. This Friday at 7 p.m. will be the Carrot Festival kickoff concert at the corner of Holt and 5th Street. On Saturday at 7 a.m. will be the Carrot Festival mile and 5K races. From 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Saturday will be the Street and Craft Fair on Holt Avenue. Carrot Festival Parade kicks off at 10 Saturday morning. The route is west on 5th Street from Maple to Cedar. At 11 a.m. will be the Student Art Show. Parade awards will be at 11:30. After the awards at the gazebo will be the school drumline competition. Midway rides will run from 12 noon until 11 p.m. on Saturday. Sunday, the Street and Craft Fair will run from 9 a.m. until dusk. Carnival rides begin at 11 a.m. on Sunday. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, the state of California will partially lift mask mandates this next week. The state has indicated that the indoor mask mandates will be lifted for vaccinated residents in indoor public places. The state will continue to require those who are not vaccinated to be masked indoors. Masks will be required for all residents in select settings such as hospitals and nursing homes and while using public transportation. Dr. Tomas Aragon, the state public health officer, says Omicron has loosened its hold on the state of California. Vaccines for children under 5 are around the corner, and access to COVID-19 treatment is improving. Officials also announced that they are working on updating mask requirements in schools. The statewide mask mandates will remain in effect until February the 15th, as originally set. Individual counties may set local mask mandates if deemed necessary. And the Imperial County wants public input on a plan. Here's more on that story.
They are looking for public input. They have created a short survey designed to provide public input on their insights and ideas. Public responses to the survey will assist the county in developing proposed strategic focus areas and potential strategic projects for the county. A survey response will be part of the information the county will be relying on to update the strategic plan. Go to the county website for a link to the survey. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, high pressure aloft situated off the west coast will result in mostly clear skies and warmer than normal temperatures through the weekend. No precipitation is expected through next Monday. A shift to a more unsettled weather pattern is possible by the middle of next week. 75 our high yesterday, 39 the low. Sunny today with a high near 77. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming north-northwest. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low around 49. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 82. North wind about 5 miles an hour. We have 48 degrees, 32% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 7 to 10 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience. It's the biggest game of the year. And it's on KXO AM 1230. Catch Super Bowl 56 when the Rams meet the Cincinnati Bengals. Our coverage starts at 11 a.m.
Going up. coming down. Does he come down with it?
Super Bowl 56, brought to you by Fred Miramontes for Sheriff 2022, Stan's Auto Body in El Centro, the CB Stop in Calexico. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA basketball. It was the Raptors rolling. They beat the Hornets 116-101. Heat hammered the Wizards 121-100. Suns slipped by the Bulls 127-124. Warriors whipped the Thunder 110-98. And the Jazz jumped on the Knicks 113-104. NFL news. The New Orleans Saints have informed defensive coordinator Dennis Allen that they're going to hire him as their next head coach. Allen will replace his longtime boss, Sean Payton, who stepped away 2 weeks ago. And the Houston Texans say they will hire Lovie Smith as their next head coach. Smith was the Texans' associate head coach and defensive coordinator this past season.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And Super Bowl 56 is setting up to be the most heavily bet game ever, with an estimated $7.61 billion potentially on the line, according to survey results. An estimated 31.4 million American adults plan to bet on Sunday's game between the underdog Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. And Canada earned the top seed in the Beijing Olympics women's hockey tournament with a 4-2 win over the U.S. Yesterday, despite getting outshot 53-27. Forward Brianne Jenner scored 2 goals, and goalie Anne-Renee Desbiens made 51 saves for Canada. We've got winter game updates throughout the day on AM 1230 KXO. And don't forget, we also have Super Bowl 56 Sunday. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. The Peanut Patch in Yuma is ready for Valentine's Day, even if you aren't. The Peanut Patch, with a great variety of chocolate. Oh, yes, delicious homemade, handmade chocolates. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. They are open Monday through Saturdays, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. And you'll find homemade chocolate, fresh English toffee, pecan turtles made from a special recipe from scratch, and delicious, mouth-watering chocolates. Of course, you'll find yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds, and so many other great things. The Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. If you're heading to Yuma, well, of course, from the Imperial Valley, you go east, take Avenue 3E exit from Interstate 5, go south past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, go about 1.5 miles, and you're at the Peanut Patch. Can't beat it. The Peanut Patch, ready for Valentine's Day, even if you're not. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro. Peloton is replacing embattled CEO John Foley and cutting about 20% of its workforce to help reinvigorate the flailing fitness company. With the announcement, Peloton stock soared over 21% toward a 4-week high. Peloton said they're going to lay off about 2,800 workers, including about 20% of their corporate positions. SoftBank's record-breaking sale of a prized chip designer to NVIDIA has officially been called off at an initial value of $40 billion. The U.S. chipmakers' acquisition of British design firm ARM would have been the largest semiconductor deal on record, but regulators around the world have long raised concerns about the deal, eventually leading to its collapse. Earlier today, in a statement, SoftBank cited significant regulatory challenges that prevented it from completing the deal. What's going on Wall Street? Green. The Dow up 148 points at 35,237. The S&P 500 up 9.5 points at 44.93. NASDAQ up 56 points at 14.071. And gold up $6.60 an ounce. Oil off $2.16 a barrel. Yeah, prices are going to drop today at the pump. Betcha, betcha, betcha.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Look for sunny skies today with a high near 77. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 49. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 82. North wind around 5 miles an hour. We've inched up to 50 degrees, 30% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley good. Moderate at Uabese, unhealthy for sensitive groups at the border in Mexicali. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. Did you know they offer live scan fingerprinting to the public?
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy, live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
Westwood One Sports presents a special update on the 2020 World Canada.
I'm Steve Kaysen. Nominations out this morning for Hollywood's big night, the 94th Academy Awards.
I wonder, what little lady made these?
Power of the Dog has 12 nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director, and acting nods.
Something waking in my mind, I can't control it.
Dune, Licorice Pizza, Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, King Richard, and Nightmare Alley, among the other movies in the running. Fandango's Eric Davis.
Drive My Car is the surprise. That's a Japanese film, and that director was also nominated. He becomes the third Japanese director to be nominated.
Snubbed, Gucci Needs New Blonde, Lady Gaga, and House of Gucci. Steven Spielberg gets his 8th nomination for Best Director, this time for West Side Story. He's won twice. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
With COVID case numbers falling sharply, some states are winding down mask rules. Infectious disease expert Dr. William Schaffner hopes it's not too much too soon.
They would like to get rid of the mask and return to normal. But on the other hand, you have people such as myself in public health who think it's still a little bit too early.
A bipartisan congressional panel is calling for a new push to end the nation's deadly opioid epidemic.
Darian House of Florida lost his 18-year-old son to an apparent drug overdose.
It's hard to even put in words the difficulty of me going on without my son.
He and his wife, Tawana, blame the availability of the opioid fentanyl, which is sometimes put into other drugs.
He didn't necessarily know what he was taking in.
In a report released today, the Commission on Combating Synthetic Opioid Trafficking says the U.S. should work harder to stop the flow of chemicals used to make synthetic opioids. Christopher Cruz, CBS News, Washington.
Russian military hardware is in motion as the U.S. warns of a possible invasion of Ukraine. On CBS Mornings, Pentagon spokesman John Kirby.
In some cases, there are landing ships that are designed to put troops ashore. So all of that further points to the possibility that he intends to do some sort of military action in Ukraine.
Hyundai and Kia are telling the owners of nearly 500,000 SUV models in the U.S. to park them outdoors because they can catch fire even if the engines have been turned off. There have been 11 reports of fires, no injuries. Retired Pope Benedict is asking for forgiveness for grievous faults in handling clergy sex abuse cases, but in a written response to an independent report, he does not admit to any wrongdoing. Wall Street, right now in the early going today, the Dow is up 188 points. This is CBS News.
Fever is the #1 COVID symptom, so be safe with an accurate thermometer. Only Exergen is proven accurate in more than 100 studies. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents... And Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Look, an emu wearing sunglasses.
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, Ray Magliozzi here. I'd like to carry more parts at my shop, but I just don't have the room. Every time I go in the back to get wiper blades, I trip over a dusty crate of Honda air filters, then bang my head on some GTO radiator hoses. eBay Motors never has that problem. They stock all the right parts at the right prices. 122 million of them, with everything from new headlights to vintage gear shifters. I can't imagine being able to stock 122 million parts. I mean, where would I get all those shelves? eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Chimps can use basic tools. Now they've been seen utilizing another human skill.
Primatologists in the West African nation of Gabon have observed chimpanzees treating injured companions by crushing insects into the wound. Now that suggests our evolutionary cousins possess empathy, the ability to visualize and sympathize with how others feel. And it adds to a growing body of evidence that animals in general and primates in particular share more so-called human characteristics than previously thought. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Also from Africa, a new report from the UN World Food Program says drought conditions have left 13 million people in the continent's Horn of Africa facing severe hunger. The analysis indicates people in the region, including Somalia, Ethiopia, and Kenya, face the direst conditions since 1981. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness, modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? After all, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply. And then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
I turn it on in the morning and I leave it on all day.
AM 1230.
My music station.
KXO.
1230.